Today we'll discuss about the SQL issues that we face when you load the data from a staging table to a target table. Yeah, we'll see uh, how to find those records where the issue exists, and then we'll see what will be the solution, and we'll show you a demo as well. Okay, so yeah, let's. So we have a table here. So this is the table that we have. I have created one table called student. Suppose we are migrating the data from a student staging table to student. So let us delete this student table. Yeah. So in student table we don't have any records. So currently if you check, if we see this student staging table, we have this many records. So here you can see in admission date there are some null values and some are blank values. So if we have to now move this staging table data to a target table data, okay, then what you have to do, because this is a string here, now when you will move to a base table, then it has to be a date. So if you want, let us see first, if I want to migrate this null values or this blank value to a target table, what happens? Okay, so I'm just pushing this, writing this command. Okay, so if I execute it gives me, okay, data conversion error. Can clearly see that. So now there are two things. First thing is we have to find in which record the issues are there, because here I have taken just 10 records, but in a normal scenario it could be very high. So let us run this query, which will let you know wherever you have the issues. Okay, yeah, so we can clearly see if we move this data, then so these are the two records where we have the issues. So this is the way how we can find. So what I have done here, basically I have used a try convert function, and if I'm checking, if when I'm converting that specific admission date, which is basically a string, to date, okay, whether it is allowing me to cast or not. If it is giving me a null value, I'm marking it as failed, and those records I'm populating here. Now there are, what will be the solution? Okay, one solution is I can, whenever I'm getting a null value, okay, what I will do, I will make sure while inserting the data it should appear as null. Whenever it is not able to convert, it should appear as null. And the second solution is, because there could be some scenario where it could be null as well as blank. So if you check here, what is happening, if you see the 9th column where we have a blank data, it is taking a default date. Okay, so we need to handle this also. To handle that, what I have done, if it is blank, then make it null, else check whether we after post conversion, whether it is returning any value. If it is returning a value, we will cast it. Otherwise, what we will do, we will just make it as null. Let's run this query and see what will be the result. Yeah, now we have everything as null. Okay, so here is the final solution that we have. So solution is, what we are doing in case of date, we are checking, okay, the admission date, if it is blank, we are making it null, else otherwise we are checking, okay, whether we will be able to cast it or not. If we are able to cast it, then it will go to the else option and cast the value, otherwise it will give us a null. So now if I try to run this query, now as you can see it has inserted the data. So if you want to see the data now, how it look like, it will be this. Okay, so we'll go back to the slide. So this is the query which you can check to find the record. What are the records which has such kind of issues? This is the solution which I said, like if we apply this in case of blank value, it will give you a default date. So the perfect solution will be, you have to do like this. When it is a blank, you make it null. Else condition, first you check it if it is the cast is returning is null. So try convert is nothing, it's a function which just gives a null value if it is not able to do it. And then you check if it is returning null, then you make it null, otherwise you cast it. Yeah, so that's all from my side for today. If you like this video, please subscribe and like. This is my first video. Thank you for watching.